Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a level 20 College of Spirits BARD build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. This mod was made by Ellipsoid314 in the in-game mod manager, and it's really cool. It has support up to level 20, which I'll show off in this video, and you get the ability to do different Tales from the Dead, which gives you a variety of effects that you can give to your team, and at level 14 you can choose them, and we get 6 magical secrets and level 8 spells. There's a lot to like in this build, so first things first, we're going to take Vicious Mockery. Mage Hand is also really nice, or Minor Illusion if you want to set up outside of combat. For our spells at level 1, I think it's best to take Thunderwave for the pushback because this can be extremely useful. And also, Earth Tremor, if you got Mistress spells, can be pretty nice. Even Sleep is good early game. We also want Healing Word to be able to pick up or down allies from a distance. Dissonant Whispers for the 3d6 of psychic damage and give a disadvantage on attack rolls. And I guess we'll take the Earth Tremor here, but you can go with like even Fairy Fire or Sleep, or even Long Strider. For our ability scores, 16 Dexterity, 14 Constitution, 10 Intelligence and Wisdom, and 16 Charisma. Skill proficiencies should always have Performance, Persuasion, and Deception, so those will be what we pick. And I'll go through all the different leveling guides. We'll show off some gear and show off the combat for this. Level 2, you get the classic Jack of all trades, Song of Rest, and you get another spell, which you can use to take whichever one you prefer here. For this, I guess I'll just take Long Strider. At level 3, we get ourselves a subclass choice with, obviously we're going to be taking the Circle or College of Spirits, which gives us the Tales from Beyond. Call upon the spirits to tell a tale through you. So this uses Bardic Inspiration. In a bonus action, you can empower your teammates. At level 3, it's random, but once we level up, we get it. You get to choose it. We also get our Guiding Whispers, which is basically guidance, but gives a 1d4 a bonus to ability checks. And we get to choose another level spell. Now, Cloud of Daggers can be really good pretty early on, and also this can be upcast with our level 8 spell to give a ton of damage. I'm going to go with Hold Person, and that is another good choice if you don't want to take Hold Person, but this just gives us some nice ability to help out our teammates, as that's the role of the Bard. At level 4, we get another choice in Cantrip, and I think Minor Illusion is a good choice. Even Thunderclap can be decent. And we get another choice in spell, so I know a lot of people like Cloud of Daggers, so you can take that, but even Invisibility is a good choice. And we get a feat, which I would recommend taking up Dexterity or Charisma, depending on if you want your spell casting or your overall armor class and attack rolls to be higher. I think Dexterity is probably the better move here, so we'll take that up to 16. At level 5, we get our improved Bardic Inspiration to a 1d8, and we get our Bardic Inspiration back on short rest. Now we get some good spell choice. Fear, Glyph of Warding, Plant Growth are some of the best picks for level 3. But we also, if you got Mistress spells, you got Discordant Melody, so create Shockwaves Booming Thunder for 5 turns, which is pretty nice. It is a concentration. I do like that spell, so you could go that route. Antagonize is another choice, but Glyph of Warding, you can set this up to deal damage, and it doesn't require concentration. It's basically like a mine you set on the ground. At level 6, we get ourselves Counter Charm, and we get a lot of different options here with our Spirit Sessions. So you got temporarily learn a Divination or Necromancy spell, learn Hunter's Mark, temporarily speak with animals, detect thoughts, see invisibility, false life, inflict wounds, ray of sickness, vampiric touch, speak with the dead, revivify, feign death, bestow curse, animate dead, ray of enfeeblement, and blindness. We also get our subclass feature. Your healing spells restore an additional 1d6 of healing, and your damaging spells deal an additional 1d6 of damage. And also we get another choice in our spell here. I think Fear being a really good one, because you make the target drop their weapon, then you can pick it up, and then they become pretty useless. Plant Growth also has some merit because it's quarters movement speed, which is huge because if you knock someone prone, they're stuck in it, so that can be really nice. At level 7, we get ourselves another higher leveled spell. Greater Invisibility can be really good for just a high level invisibility. It's better than just base invisibility. Confusion can also be nice because you can make enemies basically skip their turn. You got a 1 in 10 chance of them acting normal, so it's actually pretty useful. And if you have the Band of the Mystic Scoundrel, you can cast that as a bonus action. We also got ourselves another spell here, so Plant Growth is my choice, but even Greater Invisibility is good. And we'll take a ability score improvement to take up our Charisma. Since we're going up to level 20 with this class, you do get some other spells later on. We also get Spirit Session Blight, which teaches us the Blight spell, if you want to use that. I'd recommend taking Hold Monster, because at level 9, this is going to be extremely useful in a few situations, so that is extremely powerful. Bardic Inspiration goes up to 1d10, and we get our Magical Secrets here, which is going to be huge. We can take another spell, and Dominate Person or Planar Binding can be okay choices if you want to go with something like that, but I'm going to take Greater Invisibility. And for our Magical Secrets, I always take Cone of Cold. This can be extremely useful in a variety of situations. Some people like Hunger of Hadar or Spirit Guardians. These do require concentration, and we got quite a few concentrations as a bard. Vanishing Smite can be okay too, but I think Conjure Elemental and Cone of Cold gives us the maximum DPS. And this can be nice, especially if you're doing like trying to do a solo run, which I would not recommend this bard, be more so the sword bard. But this just gives us a lot of utility because this can heal for the team as well without using your actions with the water Myrmidon. And it can also set up water to be able to double the damage of Cone of Cold. So if you want maximum effectiveness, that is the way to go. Now, some people don't like going with cold builds, but I still think it's a great choice there. And we get multiple magical secrets. You can also take the Spirit Guardians for Hunger Hadar, which fits thematically, which I will take down the road. Now for our level 6 spells, Eye Bite or Auto's Irresistible Dance can be some good choices. Wisdom saves here. Also, we can go down and take Ralutham's Psychic Lance. So that's an earlier spell that we would get. We can go that route. We will get some magical secrets that are pretty powerful in a moment. I'll take Otto's Irresistible Dance here, just fits the theming of this build. And yeah, very strong. We also get ourselves another feat. I would take Alert for the +5 to initiative and cannot be surprised. At level 13, we get the ability to cast Contagion, and we get another choice in spell, so Eye Bite is my choice there. And then here, we get ourselves another magical secrets, which is huge. We also get ourselves the Mystical Connection, so call upon the spirits to tell a specific tale through you, so you get to choose them now. And then the spells at level 5, or at level 14, we get a lot of different spells here that, I mean, it's entirely up to you at this point. Spray cards will take, and you get 2 spells, so I guess there's a lot of choice. Synaptic Static is another good choice. Magical Secrets, I think Chain Lightning, Circle of Death can be really good. Circle of Death is kind of thematic, and we also will get it later on. So Odaluk's Freezing Sphere or Wall of Ice are 2 other great choices. Globe of Invulnerability being another good one. Or you could even go back and take like Haste, Spirit Guardians, Hunger of Hadar, since we do get the Circle of Death. But it's nice to have multiple very powerful spells like Odaluk's Freezing Sphere, so we'll go with that. Now, once we get to level 15, we get our increase in Bardic Inspiration to 1d12, and we get the improved Mythical Connection, so this improves them even further, 1 level later. And we get to take another spell, which again, doesn't really matter too much. Dominate Person will take, just for the fun of it. Level 16, we get ourselves another feat. I think it's best to take our Charisma up at this point, and you could also alternatively take up your Dexterity. And then here's where we get our Circle of Death, so temporarily learn Circle of Death, that's why I didn't take it previously. Create Undead, Eye Bite, and Harm. I did take Eye Bite earlier, but that is part of the base spells, and unless there's something else better here you want, I already took Longstrider, but it's back in the mysteriously there. Dream can also be nice if you have someone put to sleep. Illusionary Weapon, also a decent choice, but again, we got all the spells that we pretty much want, and then we get ourselves another magical secrets here. So for our next level spell, we get 2 choices in spells. So something like, I guess a Size Self. You get a ton of Speak with Animals potions, so I don't even recommend taking that. Pyrotechnics, I guess. And then for magical secrets, we could also take another Circle of Death if we want, but Wall of Ice and Globe of Invulnerability seem to be the best choices here. Although you can go with something like Lightning Bolt for an earlier leveled spell, because we already got a few different choices for cold spells, or even a Fireball. But having an option to hit in a straight line, because we already got a circle attack with Odaluk's Freezing Sphere. Even taking Command can be useful. Again, entirely up to you for your choice. If you want Spirit Guardians and Hunger of Hadar, you can go that route. I just think we got a lot of concentrations, like Globe of Invulnerability here even. So there's just a lot to choose from. We ourselves a feat at level 9, and then we can take our Dexterity up to 20, or else you can go with something like taking the, if you want to get Spell Sniper and take Eldritch Blast, you could go that route. There's a few different choices here. I just like to max out stats, so max Dexterity for better armor class and initiative. And then at 20, we had our Superior Inspiration. When you enter combat, have no use of Bardic Inspiration, you regain 1, and you get a level 7, which is actually a level 8 spell. So pretty cool. Now you can see here we got ourselves up to level 8 spells. Now I'll show off the combat for this build as well, because it's pretty strong. But we got our Song of Rest here if we need a rest. Tales of the Beyond, but we got our improved choice. So we got the ability to add Intelligence, Charisma, and Wisdom. Give an ally a plus bonus to our Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma checks. Channel the Spirit of Renowned Duelist to attack your target with a short rest. Give 2 allies a 1d10. So I guess I'll cast that to show off what it looks like. So boom, we get ourselves 12 temporary health points. So you can apply that to yourself and 1 other teammate, and boom, kill the beloved friends. So you can only use the mythical connection per short rest, so I'll just short rest to get that back. And then we also got the give 5 allies the ability to teleport as a bonus action. Choose any ally, any attacker that hits the target takes 1d12 force damage. You can give an ally 27 temporary health points, 3 additional movement speed, and a +1 to armor class. Really useful. You can attack the target's mind and make them unable to attack. You can make an ally invisible if it attacks while invisible. It deals an additional d12 necrotic with its attack and frightens the target. Tail of the Brute, you can make an attack that possibly knocks targets prone. Tail of the Dragon, you give them the ability to do Dragon's Breath. Tail of the Angel, you can cure poison, paralysis, petrification, or blindness. And Tail of the Mindbender, you can invoke an incomprehensible fable from an otherworldly being and stun the target. So some really useful ones here, especially if you get into combat. So I guess I'll give myself that. So you'll have it here as your action, and that does a good amount of damage too. So we got ourselves a good amount of spells. For some reason, Water Myrmidon is free. I'm not sure why there's multiple castings of it, but summon. Oh, that started combat for whatever reason. I guess they are hostile, so we can take them down. The simple cone of cold, just try not to hit any teammates, should hopefully work. Immune to cold damage, forgot. That kind of puts a hamper in our plans, so ooh, I'll try to. They're going to opportunity attack me. That's fine. I'll just move here and take the hit. Oh, and I just want to take these guys out so that I can show this off properly, but stunned a few of them there. That's perfect. And then Minsk should hopefully be able to I hope this doesn't hit anyone else. We'll just hit ourselves there. And they do got a lot of health, so that is not fun. And I'll just bonk this one. Yeah, so I guess I'll just show this off in a moment. Not sure what happened there, but I took care of it and got myself a mummy to boot. So I like using the Mask of Soul Perception, although the Hood of the Weave can also be another nice choice here to increase your spell save DC on your casting. I also went with the Cryptlord Ring for another create undead spell, because you can use multiple, and this one's a free cast. Ring of Protection, Boots Protection, Cloak Protection, and then I also went with the Amulet of Greater Health. I am using the Neil's Banging Crop Top from the Bard Gear mod, because this one just, it makes it fun. You don't have to use this one though, but if you're going to use mods, I highly recommend that. If you're not using mods, it's good to go with the Armor of Agility here, because it's going to help out with stealth. And then we're going to want to use a shield. And in addition to that, you can use a staff, or you can use a the Falar Aluv weapon. So it's your choice there, which you prefer. This one is a good choice though, but you can't go with the Mark of Heshker because we are kind of a hybrid caster. Now, what we're going to want to do is we want to have our summon there, and we also got our free summon. I guess I'm not proficient in medium armor. That's my bad. I forgot. So any type of light armor, the ballast armor probably being the best choice, or the robe of the weave. This gives us 24 armor class, so not too shabby. And then I guess we'll summon in our Conjure Elemental again. Again, the water being the best one. Don't use this if you got that. The zombie attack one. Air Myrmidons are also a nice choice too, but it's nice just to have summons, especially if you're a bard, because then you can buff them up with your abilities. And they're also good for attacking aggro from enemies, so that's also fun. And the Water Myrmidon can heal for your team too, so a lot of benefits. Since we got some good psychic attacks, you're also a good choice of... It's also good to use the... if you got the ability to go with any psychic attacks with the Resonance Stone, works perfectly. Now we got ourselves all set up here and got that ready to rumble. So yeah, this is our safe zone. We want to try and pull them there if at all possible. We got a Psychic Lance here, so I'll use that to start combat, and that got a nice 32. Perfect roll. And then we also got a Tail from the Dead, so we could use this as well. I can't remember if it'll replace that, but I'll just use this here to see. And we got Wild Magic check, Astral Anomaly, choose an ally, any attacker that it replaces it. So you can give the ability to damage the target a little bit more there. We also got our nice heal here, which is good, so you can use this to heal your team, and boom, you can heal anyone with that. The nice thing is Myrmidons also can teleport around, so that's pretty useful. The Mummy also gets the Sleep, Dreadful Glare, so you can Dreadful Glare and then follow up with a multi-attack there. So Spirit Bard is about the undead, and also by extension I'll use also some summons here. We want to try and pull targets towards our Glyph of Warding here, although we do got some very powerful spells, especially... Oh, he jumped right into it. we also got some very powerful spells because we have level 8 spells. So you can take things like Cloud of Daggers. Normally only does 4d4, but if you go up to level 8, it does 18d4, which does upwards of 72 damage, which is pretty nice. So yeah, you got lots of good options for damage here. And I got electrocuted, that's fine. So we also got like lightning bolt, and chain lightning can't be upcast because it's a level 6 spell. It's not intended to be upcast. But with this, psychic lance can also do some pretty good damage. You can go up to like level 6 there. Even lightning bolt, which has 14d6 damage at max level, that's probably our best choice. Or even Oluk's freezing sphere, which you can just throw and drop on the targets there. Or you can even upcast your versions of hold person, which is great for crowd control. I guess we can go with this here. Boom, boom. The Bard is all about crowd control, so that's why it's nice to have summons. We got hold person off on 3 of them, so heck yeah, we'll just end our turn there. And then we can just go ahead and attack with our basic attack. So bonk, we'll just bonk him with that. Critical hit, and that took him out. Wow, that was easy. That's the beauty of hold person. And then we can take our zombie in, and he won't be able to reach there, but he can also frighten the target. So potentially, yeah, got him with the frighten. Perfect. They're trying to succeed on their saving throw. That's fine. We can switch back to our mummy, and it's got the multi-attack, which is probably going to take him out with criticals. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that was pretty effective. And then we'll move him out of the way so we can go ahead. Since we got so many spells, we may as well use them. And I'll show you what this looks like with an upcasted lightning bolt. We'll just go all the way to level 8 because why not? And blast him. 50, 68. It didn't take out Marie there, but that's fine. We'll just wait for our next turn and get him the next time. So yeah, they didn't succeed that saving throw. So if you do got any type of spell to do attack rolls, you can go with like I guess I don't know if I have any here. Even like Thunderwave is actually a pretty good spell early on. We'll go with this here. This is going to take her out guaranteed, and boom, 62 bonk. So yeah, you got your Tales of the Dead here, which is fun. So this one here gives you can buff a teammate or a summon, and the Tale of the Avenger, whenever they get attacked, the attacker will take up to 12 force damage. So the cool thing is with these tales, you get them at random early on, and Astro Anomaly, heal your target, cure it up. Yeah, so that's a healing spell which we could use to heal up one of our targets. Boom, pretty cool. So yeah, Spirit Bard in Baldur's Gate 3. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.